The Marvel Legend hits just keep coming this week. Today, Marvel Legends team revealed its third Maximum Series figure. This time is Deadpool. A character who's had several figures from Marvel Legends. Let's take a look and see if this is truly the definitive version of the Merc with a Mouth right now. What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. No live tonight. Just a reminder, I'm out with the missus. It's her birthday. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a live talking about all this stuff. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we've had a big week of Marvel Legend reveals down on the marketing team. Had a little teaser, so we kind of got an idea what was coming. San Diego Comic Con, they snuck in dupe. So it was like, okay, the rumors look like they are going to be true. We are going to be seeing a Marvel Legends Maximum Series Deadpool. Today, we got him. And the thing with the Maximum Series line is I feel like with some of these characters who they've done so many times over, they really have to be extraordinary figures. And I'm not sure if Spider-Man was. I'm not sure if Hulk was. And I'm kind of feeling the same thing with Deadpool. But let's take a look real fast at what all we've got just from the packaging. So you can see Dupe is prominently figured here in this packaging. He looks really great. And way back in Marvel Legends 6 during the Toy Biz era, these two were packaged. So this makes sense. And apparently, according to some rumors, we might be seeing him in the MCU later. So there you go. Lots of hand sculpts for him. Just two head sculpts. Kind of wish there were more just to really play into the whole deal of Deadpool being so crazy and animated with his expressions. I feel like that was something that's not quite here. This is more of his modern attire. So I'll show you the latest one that we have in this format. But just from that initial look at the package pictures, like, okay, well, here's Deadpool. Do we need to upgrade to get this? So let's take a look here at the last one in this outfit. This is the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. So it's been a long, long time since we've got this guy in Marvel Legends format. But you can see this figure is actually loaded up. And this was back in, I want to say 2016. That might have been just when I reviewed it. But look at what this guy has. And he is definitely not a Maximum Series figure. No major price point on him. Two swords. He's got a taco, alternate head sculpt, a bazooka with a boxing glove, two pistols, a knife, two guns. I mean, this dude was packed with a ton of accessories. So it's kind of like, wow. And they had a little fun with the packaging too. And this Deadpool really is solid. And he still, to me, holds up pretty well as his modern take. And of course, he's got that gap right here in his ab. And that was just a deal with those molds getting a little wonky. But I still have this guy in my collection. And looking at this one, looking at what we got with the Maximum series, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Is this figure worth it? But you can see he's got that floating upper torso piece. That's great. That really helps with posability. And he's got the 2 points on the neck articulation. So he's got that upper section right here. And then this rotates and turns. So you can get some really good poses out of him as well. Let's take a look at some more pictures of the packaging. So this is cool. I actually like this one a lot. And they did this little playful deal with the artwork. So I like that. And you can have some fun with it. I mean, they did that. So that's really fun, really cool. And look at the back, more playfulness there, little line deal happening. And Dupe looks good, although it's funny because here the picture looks different. He doesn't have the X here on the on the prototype, which I always find weird because it's like they're not even consistent there, but whatever. Which is really just looks really odd there. Anyway, let's take a look at some of these out of the packaging pictures. So you can see here, he's got some guns. I want to say this one for sure is new. It has a really nice paint job too. It's got a little stand and this gold accents there on the barrel. That looks nice. Where's that? I don't know. I'm not a gun aficionado, so apologize if I said the wrong part, but you know what I'm talking about. And then this one basically is AK-47, like the wrap around this part here. So that's cool. This head sculpt is really solid. He's got his katanas, they've got great detail. This belt, nice leathery detail, and it's a solid figure. I feel like if you don't have any Deadpool figures, this is a really nice one. And the odds of no one having a Deadpool figure at this point seem pretty low. It's got a machine gun as well. So you got some parts for your G.I. Joe figures, if nothing else, from this one. And he's got the smiling, grinning head sculpt. I don't think we've seen a Deadpool exactly with this kind of head sculpt. Now we've got, let me see if I can pull back to one of the other ones I've done. We've got this one, which is sort of similar. This is the Netflix and chill version of Deadpool. That had a pretty good head sculpt, creepy smile. So it's one of those deals where the benefits of Deadpool figures, so many, are kind of coming back to bite Hasbro here, because you can cobble together basically this figure using existing ones. And because some of those Deadpool figures were part of Build-A-Figure waves with Build-A-Figures we wanted, Sauron, strong guy, it's kind of like, well, we already got this guy essentially. He's got a chimichanga here. So this is one of those deals where it's like, okay, I don't see anything necessarily wrong. But again, you really have to be a fan of Deadpool, really need to get another one, because I feel like we've got this. But here you can see that torso in action. And that's great for him because he can have a little tilt range there, which is great. It's got the butterfly shoulders. I am pretty sure the old one had no parts of butterfly shoulders. That was so long ago. Wow. And this is how long ago it was. The last Colossus that I had to pair him up with, because obviously around Deadpool time, is the old Toy Biz one. So let's take a look here. I mean, this, of course, old school doesn't have nearly that articulation. So that is definitely working in this one's favor. And he's solid. I like the shade of red they went with. The black is really striking, so it's a great contrast. And let's see here. Dupe's got a flight stand. He's got the X here. Dupe's expression is terrific. He's got a pistol. He's got the knife here in the sheath. Got the shin guards. Those look good. You can see a little leather detail, a little bit of scuffs and so forth. Dents in that. So that looks good. It's a really nice looking Deadpool, but it's really hard to go. This one is the Deadpool figure you got to get. And you can see the neck tilt, so you can do this. Not quite sure why they added these elements to it. Maybe they're just a fan of articulated comic book art. Shout out to that crew for throwing this in, but it's not like it's actually something that's included with the figure. And you can see little sneaky Deadpool, so you can get some really nice, fun poses out of him, which is great. That's the whole point of this line. He's got that toe articulation that Dan was insisting on adding to all of the Spider-Man figures. Makes his way now to Deadpool, and that makes a lot of sense as well. And he's telling you to be quiet with a creepy smile on his face. Can't knock that. He's got a stick of dynamite. Watch out, Wile E. Coyote. He's taking aim. I don't feel like this is a bad Deadpool, but I really think you needed to not have any versions of him in order to make this figure essential and a maximum size pickup for you. There's the chimichanga again. They've got this deal where it's like product does not talk. That is so helpful. And man, I would hate to have to be a lawyer having to deal with somebody going, the chimichanga piece did not talk. That's wildness. So nice detail there. I mean, that looks pretty good. I can see a lot of good reasons people would want this figure. There's some really fun accessories. And again, they just made so many Deadpool figures. It's really hard to go, well, this is what makes it essential. They had a really nice crouching pose. That's cool. I do wonder why we didn't have the pose require support. Well, that's not as much fun. I'm assuming they're talking about Dupe here, but that's a nice pose. And then we got this nice looking close up here, so you can see this is a way better version of Wade with his cracked up, decayed skin. That looks really good. I really like how that turned out. Dupe needs to find his toothbrush. Great work on that eye paint. That looks really sharp. So I dig this with these guys. And a little action shot there. He's taking phony aim at everybody, targeting them before he actually starts to target with his guns. But I mean, these two together, I'm kind of digging that. Then we got this big machine gun pose. It kind of looks like maybe he borrowed rock and rolls now that I look at it a little bit closer. I mean, this does sort of look like that tripod, biped. I don't know what you call it, but that kind of looks familiar to me. Anyway, good detailing on the hilt of his katanas. So that looks good. If you can see the sculpted work they put into this figure. So no knocking that. I'm curious if the belt is going to ride up just like it does here, or that's going to be an issue. I know of my Build-A-Figure Juggernaut, this was a real issue here. This part here with the holster, it just kept riding up all the time. So now you can see a full look at everything he comes with. So one head sculpt, that's kind of interesting that we only get this default, the alternates. I mean, it's like, wow, okay, we got the effect blast. You can see they've got the yellow, orange, and red translucent going, so that's fun. And we've got multiple hand sculpts, a thumbs up, pointing at you. It's weird because it looked like one of these other ones had two pointing hands. So I'm wondering if that was one of those deals where, yeah, got two pointed hands here. And oh, here's the other one. Okay, so it wasn't a deal where they're messing around with this here. So he's got the trigger hands, he's got the holding the katana hands. That's good. Same length on that. The dynamite, the chimichanga, two pistols, machine gun, the the grenade launcher, the AK-47, dupe, his flight stand. So there you go. Now the one thing with the Maximum Series figures, though, and I broke it down with that original Build-A-Figure Juggernaut one, where you just take a look at these accessories and here get a nice look at what he comes with. I mean, he is not lacking for accessories. And this figure, just for my curiosity, I'm pretty sure he was the standard $20 at that point. He was $20. Now, this one, this Maximum Series Deadpool is going to cost you $49.99. That seems a lot excessive considering what he has and what he doesn't have. This figure is going to be available on August 26th. So that is next Tuesday, 1 p.m. on Pulse. And participating retailers, don't know all of them just yet. That's the information I've got from my friends over at Hasbro. So $49.99. He's going to be available next Tuesday at 1 p.m., maybe noon for everybody who is going to be a Pulse Premium member. So if you got your HasLab, there you go. So it's kind of interesting on that, especially when you consider just yesterday, a lot of us were able to pre-order two figures, and Storm had basically as much stuff. Well, not as much, but she had a pretty decent amount of accessories. And then Wolverine had a decent amount too for the same price. So that's really hard to go, oh, yeah, that's absolutely a great value. And I think that's the one deal with this Maximum Series line. They're doing decent figures, but it's kind of hard to go, yeah, they're absolutely worth this price point. I feel like if they were 39, yeah, maybe that could work a little bit easier. So here's the ones that they've done so far: Spider-Man and Hulk. I don't know if it's telling that they're both still in stock, but let's take a look real fast at what Spider-Man came with, just because I feel like Spider-Man came with more. And I know Dupe is a whole other piece, and but he's not like he's super, super articulated. So let's see here. Spider-Man had two additional head sculpts. He had this expression piece where spider sense is tingling. He had two web lines. He had the spider burst, the spider net, the shield, then two different lengths of the web spray coming. So that's what's this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different hand sculpts. He had two extra heads. I'm sorry, I said 2, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 10 hands and a stand as well. So boy, I'm trying to look here. Does that feel like the same value? I mean, it seems to me like we're getting less with Deadpool. Maybe it's because these aren't new. we've seen this before. So this is one of those deals where I know they've got a fan base and they've got these characters they want to pump out there and get out to the masses, especially everybody who missed out on a Deadpool figure before. But let me see. There was something else that I just wanted to check really fast. The Hydra Bob 2-pack Deadpool, and that one was another one that was really nicely done. So let's see if I can pull this up because sometimes stuff vanishes from Pulse. So let's see if this will actually show up. I'm gonna have to go to Hong Kong again. Their site always seems to have the stuff, even when the regular Hasbro Pulse doesn't have it, or at least the domestic version here in the States does not. So this Deadpool, I mean, he's got that torso joint as well. Clean applications on that red and black. He's got his katanas done in the style of the Ninja Turtles, and his whole accessory rollout is based on the turtles. He's got that same smiling head sculpt. He's got the bazooka toe articulation, got the bazooka with the boxing glove. It's got this. You can take the boxing glove out. Let's take a look at all the stuff he comes with here. He's got a bow staff. He's got a laser sword that's not a lightsaber. He's got the bazooka, two pistols size as well. But then he's got the same rollout of hands, essentially. He's got nunchucks. He's got katanas. Now, let me see if I can find out if this is totally out of print or if this is something where you could track down, because I feel like this might be something to a lot of collectors. This one's a better deal. So let's see. Remember, this is the 2023 Comic Con exclusive, and good news for Hasbro in this sense. This one is not available on Amazon right now. It's nobody even has it to sell at a ridiculous price point. So there you go. That helps them on that front, because this Deadpool really seems like just the same. I mean, he's got the articulation essentially. But yeah, so there you go. I was curious to see if that was going to work out. But anyway, that's Deadpool Maximum series with dupe. I don't know. I'm probably not going to get him. Certainly not going to get him at the $49.99 price point. If he happens to go on sale to say like $30, I feel like I will cop him right away, just because dupe is also cool. But for $49.99, it's a little bit too much for me. What do you think? Is this a figure that's like, I'm sold, I got to get it? Or I've got 42 Deadpools already. I really don't need this one. Let me know in the comments. And thank you as always for watching. Remember, no live tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow. This episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.